Welcome to KUSHSTEIN, where I'll be showing you how to grow using Coco Coir. This is one of many videos, so please subscribe, like, share. Everything will help me in the algorithm, so just make sure I try to help the boy out. This video I'm going to be discussing the VPD charts. It's pretty much vapor pressure deficit, and it's what I use throughout the entire grow to kind of make sure I keep my environment like a sweet spot. Like, I don't really mess up with too much of that at all. So if you guys want to look at the chart on the screen, you guys will see on the left going vertically down is the Celsius and the Fahrenheit, and then going horizontally is the relative humidity. Now it was kind of confusing at first, but for the most part you really just want to just focus on getting to that gold spot. That gold spot is pretty much like the sweet spot for like the temperatures and humidity in the chart. So for example, if you guys want to look at, let's say, something that you guys should be used to, like 75 degrees Fahrenheit, you want to go ahead and go all the way to the right where it says like 8.9. If you go up, you'll see it says 70%. So pretty much you want to have your VPD at 8.9 if it's at 75%, which means, if it's at 75 degrees Fahrenheit, you want to make sure that relative humidity is pretty much at 70%, and it can go to that 10.4, which is 65% relative humidity. So it's pretty like whenever you start reading it more and more often, it's easier to get, but it's something that you guys should definitely pick up because it's just a way to keep your plants happy. If you're just like going for just like feeding your plants just basic stuff, and you just kind of want to just depend on the environment and the genetics and just like the feeding regimen, VPD is going to be good for you. But it's going to be a win-win for you if you have like other things that you're adding onto your medium as well, as far as like depending on what you're running, like Athena or House of Garden or something like that. Just depends. So yeah, whenever you're like getting really high in the 84 excuse me, whenever you're getting like real high in the 84, you see slide over is 8.0, and then you want to look up, that's pretty much 80. When it's like 84, you pretty much want to be at like 80% relative humidity, and then that's all the way down to like 75%. So pretty much like whenever it gets hot, the humidity is going to help you recompensate for that heat, and of course air circulation, of course, because you don't want to have that that humidity just sitting there in your room. You want to definitely make sure it's like you have a humidifier, dehumidifier, and then like air circulation as far as like an air vent going out of your room, and then having some new air coming into the room. So all of that's going to be a big help to you. Just make sure you keep an eye on that, and yeah, that's one of the things you really just want to keep an eye on throughout the entire grow, because if you really ain't, you're going to end up messing up somewhere, or you're going to feel like you could have did better somewhere on the plant. Because I noticed a lot of people, they start bringing the humidity down on the plant a little too early in flower, and little do they know, it kind of dries out the flower prematurely almost as well, because a lot of that moisture is going to leave the plant in the drying process. So the VPD chart is pretty cool to keep in mind. The only time I really kind of like take it out of consideration is like final couple of days before chop down, whenever I'm like really bringing the humidity down low, and then it's gonna go back up to like kind of like 65% whenever I'm drying and stuff. So but yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care.